mate montare that art education, physical education, vocational education, these were considered at the time a co-curricular, extracurricular montare. As today they become curricular, part of the system. So when you're building that in, the timing पडोवपा जाय. My भुरग्याचो load चड जाता. Additionally, this social science and science textbooks, the subject is being repeated again and again in the classes. आता physical education book म्हणून आमचे PT book. Theory इतलो मोठो book आहा आणि actually practical भुरग्यांक शिकोवप पडटले घरा बसून काय physical activity you don't require such a fat book. Time allocation. We have 237 instruction school going days. Kadyani kitmola 220 days. Amka 40 working weeks instead of 30 weeks. 39 instruction hours every week instead of 29. So amge extra asa. We mura amche burge 1200 hours per year आम्ही शिकतात. त्याचे मायस शिकतात आम्ही. And our education department and एक circular काढला 13 February 2025 आणि that timing सांगला. That timing is running contrary to NEP recommendations. There is an absence of semester system for class or grade 10. आमगे NEP म्हणता 9th and 10th there will be a grade system of a semester system. System is going to be 1 plus 8 then 9 and 10. But unfortunately it is absent. And textbooks now, no NEP based textbooks have been given. The department circular kit munta old textbooks use karun jata. If you are going to use old textbooks, then the question is how do you fit the timetable? Chapters have to be cut out, but you are teaching the whole textbook, and then you are making students to study more time than what they needed to study. Academic planner for idea and computer class grade 10 not given as of yet. There again more theory than practical. Increase in the number of assignments. Burgyang assignment gara korpak te babre gara hoitle fokot assignment kotle ferpak kind time nastolo uyospak time nastolo. I don't think that this is the NEP which is visualized by educationists and sought to be required to be implemented. Textbooks are also not available in the market. I don't know why the IDA and IP and the PE textbooks are not available. And if textbooks are not available for 9 and 10, and if you are not in a position to rationalize the timing, then why are you trying to force new system at the Honorable Speaker? Gradually, so class 1 start that's not the way of doing. It will not, they will not fit into the system. So I think you are an educationist also, and you understand how the system works. It can't work in bits and pieces. It has to be gradual. So when they come up in that system, they will be trained and be ready for the system. Now, there's another thing which has come is starting of academic year in April. Suddenly one decision is taken, somebody probably got up on the wrong side of the bed and said that students must start academic year in April. Why? What justification? Do you want to say that increase in number of hours? If there's a decrease in the number of hours, you would don't say start in June, you say start in July, but definitely not in April. And what do they do coming in April? Only for a few hours in class to mark attendance. I don't think children should be made to stress. It's the peak of our summer, and I think children should be allowed to be at home in April and May. There is also a pre-board exam for class 9 because board exam is introduced in class 9 and 10th. So at class 9 pre-board exam, they should be there. The education department has not made any provision for pre-board exam. Suddenly they can't go for a board exam and expect to pass. Just scraping. So I think we need to have that. And now look at coding muntat. All shabda asat, coding, this will be tech savvy and our children will be ready to meet the 21st century challenges. Word Shinkoita, Excel Shinkoita in 9th and 10th. Is this coding? You already thought that in the earlier stages, and again you're repeating it there. It's a mockery. Do you have teachers for coding? Do you have expertise or people who can teach coding? Or you're just putting them to mark attendance and say, all right, we have taught you and everything is fine. If you are not ready with your NEP, why would you want to implement it haphazardly? There is one more aspect, language, which comes in the college section. That again introduced Hindi as a compulsory subject. From 11th up to the college section, now I'm talking second year students, are suddenly being made to study Hindi. 10th standard are shikle te ka badale. I can understand 11, 12, first year arshile jale. Suddenly you are asking students to learn Hindi, and this is a problem which now students are facing. Honorable Speaker, आमगे भुरगे भरपूर stress जातात, and because of stress, आमकां counselors आहे. The central government also recognizes the need for counselors in the school. In text, in written, counsel asat, but kit कोण 2 दिसा एक स्कूलान, 2 दिसा दुसरे स्कूलान, and 2 दिसा तिसरे स्कूलान. Counselors has to be there 24/7 available in the school. I don't say 24, but every day in the school. A counselor should be able to interact with the children. A counselor should be able to understand a student, the family, students' problems, and interact and be available when there is some situation. If on a particular day, if the counselor is not there and that student is facing a problem, you can't say, please wait, the doctor is not here, you can die, or you can be in ICU and he will come and see you later. It can't be that way. So I believe that the counselor should be a permanent post in the school, and they should be available for the children every day. Provisions for special children. There are schools we have inclusive education where they have these facilities where other children are being brought. I believe that the allocation of funds should increase so that these schools can meet newer challenges which come every day and be able to support them. As far as demand number 83 in mining, in my neighboring village in Lamgaon in Bisholi Taluka.
Subscribe to Prime TV and follow all our social networking sites.